Wait! Don't trash that used or broken computer, monitor, or TV. Do the right thing. Recycle your unwanted or non-working electronics for free. You can recycle computers, monitors, and televisions with eCycle Washington. Households, small businesses, public schools, and other organizations may drop off unwanted TVs, computers, and monitors at over 300 locations in Washington state for free. Find the location nearest you at eCycleWashington.org and click on Where Can I Recycle? That's eCycleWashington.org.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. If you haven't got them, you got to get them. It's the new Rock Socks, the BJ and Migs Rock Socks, baby. They are awesome.
Everybody's face is on your foot.
Yeah. How cool is that, man? I'd say very, very cool. You want these socks? You know where to go. Go to KISW.com. Get the BJ and Migs Rock Socks today. They're awesome.
Let's play Beat Migs.
It's time to play the game.
Yeah.
So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Migs. You're a loser.
It is time to beat Migs, and it's time to turn down for Thursday.
Turn down for what?
What? Thursday. Oh, yeah. Friday Junior, baby. Mm-hmm. We're almost there.
Oh, yeah, to Friday. Almost to Friday.
That's right.
I see what you're doing there.
Thanks, pal.
I'm running a little slow today.
Just today?
Yes, just today.
Okay, I feel like-
Thank you so much.
I don't know. I feel like it's a systemic, chronic situation.
Okay, we don't need to get into that. Let's just get to our contestant. We got Dave and Vaughn. Dave, are you there, sir?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. What's he playing for today, Steve?
Tickets to check out the Ace Comic Con, which is happening later this month, June 28th through the 30th at the CenturyLink Field Event Center. Plus, you'll have an opportunity at the grand prize, a VIP pass to meet Josh Brolin.
Yes.
Go to KISW.com for all the details. If you want an opportunity to get tickets, well, you can buy them at acecomiccon.com.
All right, Steve, get out of here. Get out. For those playing at home, Dave will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Dave, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yeah.
What is the name of the rock formations that hang from the roof of a limestone cave?
Stalactite.
Yes. Who rose to fame in 2008 with the release of the single I Kissed a Girl?
Pass.
Which band had the 1965 release of the song Help Me Rhonda?
Beach Boys.
Yes. How does Jack die in the movie The Shining?
Pass.
What gas makes up 96% of the atmosphere on Venus?
Pass.
What are male honeybees typically called?
Worker bees.
No.
Pass.
What U.S. city hosted the Summer Olympics in 1996?
Atlanta.
Yes. The Beatles had the 1969 hit song Here Comes the What?
Sun.
Yes. Typically a Diet Coke can is mostly what color?
Black.
No.
Purple.
What was that?
Purple.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4 correct.
All right, well, you know what? I mean, it was better than I thought it was going to do.
Well, you have that going for you, Dave.
Yeah.
Which
Dave,
is nice.
yeah. I mean, Dave finally he made a little bit of a comeback.
Slightly, but I mean, probably not going to do anything.
Yeah.
You don't know. Stranger things have happened.
Dave's not here, man.
Dave's not all here. I love that. Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
What is the name of the rock formations that hang from the roof of a limestone cave?
Oh, crap. Barnacles.
No.
No.
Hanging rocks.
No.
Trippers.
No.
Chippers.
Who rose to fame in 2008 with the release of the single I Kissed a Girl?
I liked it. Katy Perry.
Yes. Which band had the 1965 release of the song Help Me Rhonda?
Help me round up.
Help me round up.
Beach Boys.
Yes. How does Jack die in the movie The Shining?
Syphilis.
No.
Nope.
Oh, crap. He froze himself.
Yes. What gas makes up 96% of the atmosphere on Venus?
Methane.
No.
Butane.
No.
The Rev.
No.
Helium.
No. What are male honeybees typically called?
Honeyboos.
No.
Yellow Jackets.
No.
Honey Bros.
No. What U.S. city hosted the Summer Olympics in 1996?
Georgia.
No.
Atlanta.
Yes. The Beatles had the 1969 hit song Here Comes the What?
Sun.
Yes. Steve, you win 5-4.
It's closer than I expected, Dave. Sorry about that, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for letting me play, guys.
You're welcome, man. There goes Dave.
Good sport there.
Hey, what good sport. And a lot closer than I expected.
Yeah.
A lot closer.
I didn't think some of these were that hard.
I didn't either, actually. This could have.
I thought half of them were easy.
Yeah.
Good job. You got 5 there. Yeah, good there. Stalactites are the ones that hang from
That's
the
what it
roof.
is.
Stalagmites are the ones that come up. You didn't get either of those, but
all right.
if you want to be able to judge those or tell them differently. Dave did get that one correct. The gas that makes up 96% of the atmosphere on Venus?
I have no idea.
Carbon dioxide.
Oh, that ain't good for us.
No, it's terrible for us. Male honeybees, what are they typically called?
Honey Bros.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You said that, and I said
that's
no.
all I got.
Yeah.
And I know BJ was going to be like, Vicky knows. I'm like, I don't know.
I like how Vicky's paying attention. Thought, hey, here's a great
Said
name.
the exact thing I said.
That's all I got.
Unbelievable. That would be drones.
We share the same brain. It's okay.
Yeah.
BJ's like, Vicky knows. No, I don't.
And then there was one that
What is it?
drones.
Oh.
I just said it.
BJ just said it.
Are you guys listening to the show at all?
I don't think so.
I missed it. You kind of fell under the radar.
I guess I did. You and Vicky are just the same brain, like you said.
Honey
Jamie.
Bros.
Yeah. Honey
Not
Bros.
honey
That's
bros.
it.
It's drones, Danny.
Drones. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Dude, drones are going to start delivering packages soon.
Oh, really? The male bees are going to be living
No, Amazon.
Really?
I just read that today.
They're
It's
actually
starting
gonna do
next
that?
week. I think it starts next week.
Oh, that's going to be weird.
Yeah, that's when mark my words, the robots are taking over.
Well, and I don't think that's a great idea because at that point, drones are going to be flying around. And what's it going to stop somebody from just getting like a slingshot or like rocks or something to take down a drone to steal your packages?
It'll probably have a camera, though, so they'll be able to just...
So they'll be able to see it as it happens?
Yeah, they'll be able to see the slingshotter, and Amazon's got enough money to probably have their own private security force to come enforce.
Yeah,
It says in a few months it should be happening.
That's insane.
I know.
Yeah. I don't
What
know
if
about that.
what if the drone has its own weapons to defend itself? And if there's a slingshotter, it identifies the enemy and starts shooting lasers at it.
Lasers.
That's it.
There was one question you didn't get to that Dave did not get. Typically, a Diet Coke can is mostly what color?
This is easy.
Yeah, it is.
For me, it is. I don't know, but nobody else can get it. Wow.
Silver, right?
There we go.
Yeah, silver.
I was totally imagining the old school. Isn't it like a brownish gold?
Those are the caffeine-free ones.
That's
and that's when you know it's just dirt water. You don't need
And
to
the
be
black
drinking
ones
it.
are the Coke Zero.
Yes, exactly. The guy said, Dave said black, and unfortunately, that's Coke Zero sugar. Mm-hmm. Well, congratulations, Steve. You won with 5 correct.
That means call number 5, you are going to Ace Comic-Con, and you're also getting a chance to meet Josh Brolin with a VIP pass. That's pretty awesome. As a matter of fact, tomorrow is our last day for that, and then somebody will be picked out of the 5 winners to meet Josh Brolin.
One lucky person.
Not bad at all.
They got to bring the Rev with them.
Yep.
Oh, is that part of the deal?
I don't know if it is, but they should.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, they better.
If you had the chance to meet him, would you show up with your Thanos fist?
My Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, or the Thanos fist, yeah.
Actually, I'd probably only bring 3 of them because those are the only 3 I have right now.
You would actually bring 3 gauntlets with you?
Yeah, get each of them signed. I've got the big one, the Legends one, which is the articulated one that lights up.
Okay, we get it.
I got the foam one, and then I got the oven mitt as well.
I apologize, BJ.
Yeah.
That was my fault.
So yeah, I
My
probably
bad.
would bring a couple.
And I'd say that's lame, but I suppose Josh Brolin would have to expect that if he's going to a con and people sign things anyway, that the backstage guy would want him to sign a gauntlet. That makes sense. I hope he likes it. I hope he's happy with it because Josh Brolin is a serious actor. It's not.
If I'm him, I look at my bank account statement and I'm like, I'm very happy with being this character.
I hope he is because you never know sometimes.
He has fun with it. There was a while back when everyone was joking, like, how are they going to defeat Thanos? And they were going to use Ant-Man to go up a certain place and expand. He made a video of him on the toilet just going, prepping certain muscles.
That was funny. I forgot about that.
So he has fun. If you actually follow him on Instagram, he does a lot of silly videos.
That's cool.
Same with his wife. There's one where he's at a grocery store and he's got a big pack of Magnum condoms. She's like, honey, isn't that a little too big for you? He's like, no, it's not. And just walks out. Like, he has no problem making fun of himself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is his wife anybody we know?
I don't think so.
Okay.
She's pretty.
Well, good for them that they got a good enough relationship and he throws stuff on Instagram. Well, that sounds like he's got a good sense of humor. Rev, bring your gauntlets.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, you're not going to go. You can't go and be the backstage guy because it's only one person.
They could bring me. They could bring me.
Agreed.
Got a new study, and for the first time ever, the amount of time that we spend on our phones finally surpassed the amount of time we spend watching TV. And it happened midway through last year. That's
I'm not
amazing.
Surprised. Dude, how many people watch television while also looking at their phone?
Yeah.
I mean, I think all of us are probably guilty of that at some point.
We spend an average of 3 hours and 43 minutes a day looking at our phone and 3 hours and 35 minutes a day watching TV. I still beat that. I'm still,
it's not a contest, BJ.
Yeah, I'm old school.
Don't you want to not beat that?
I will always spend more time on the TV than the phone.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It's a big screen. I get that, there's a lot of stuff you can do on your phone, but if I have a chance, most of the things I do on my phone, I would rather do on a bigger screen. It's just the convenience that right now all I got is my phone with me. But if I can, I'll always use my iPad or a TV or a computer if I can, just because the screen is bigger.
Yeah, I just wonder what is it going to be like in a few years? Are we even going to have televisions? Or is it going to be like just everything's on the phone, or like you have like these goggles? Like, well, are the days of having like that awesome TV above the fireplace going to be gone?
Yeah, if you can put on a pair of virtual reality goggles, I know that Microsoft was trying to do that with the HoloSync too, where you could basically just put a giant screen TV on any wall you want with the HoloSync because you just have it on your head. I suppose if it looks like I'm watching a big screen TV with a pair of VR goggles, maybe I won't need the big screen TV anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, but I guess at the end of the day, though, I mean, if you're in a relationship or you have people in your life, like the idea of, that would be weird if we're all wearing goggles at home.
No, it's the kind of way it is when you think like if people are listening to, when you sit around like people at the table looking at their own phones, they're not really talking to each other. Soon they'll have headphones in. We see that with people now wearing the earbuds.
Yep.
Because they don't want to be bothered.
I don't know if we talked about it, but I saw a thing about like these quiet raves where people are just wearing headphones.
They're called silent discos.
Yeah.
They're funny to walk by when you don't have the headphones on because it's a bunch of people with headphones on dancing.
So they're all playing this. They're all listening to the same DJ set, but it's not bothering anybody in like any radius of them.
They did it at I think they did it at the EMP or now Mopop, but they also did it at Summer Meltdown, that music festival that D. Ted Smith, Taryn, and Matt Coke and I all go to in the summer. They have a tent where they did a silent disco. And I wish they would have done. When they did it, we weren't able to make it work so that we could be at that tent. But I wish I was because I kind of want to know what that is like. It's got to be a weird vibe to be everyone's got headphones on, so you really can't have a conversation with anyone. So you have to just dance with them.
But just dancing.
But the thing is,
dance if you want to.
You can take
dance if I want to.
You can take off the headphones and then just have a conversation with them.
That's a good point. Yeah.
But then there's no music, which feels like you like a little music when you're out having a conversation.
Yeah. One headphone off and then one headphone on.
All right, that could do it.
See, I'm a problem solver.
There you go. It is time for Listeners on the Loose. This is where you're picking the topic. This is where you're guiding the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What do you want to talk about? It's your call. We'll take your calls and your texts at 917 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose, brought to you by Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical. Listeners on the Loose, you pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Whatever you want to talk about, man, the floor is yours. But you'll be kicked off this floor if you don't follow Steve's rule.
It's a simple rule, BJ. It's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to have to gong you.
and then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
I like this text message. Somebody was saying, Steve, gone to the Seattle hockey team page and looked at the color scheme for the uniforms? At least he's thinking it might be the color scheme for the uniforms. Kind of looks like a sockeye salmon. I did. They have a new website, the NHL Seattle group.
Okay.
Just NHLSeattle.com or NHL.com/Seattle. That's how you can find it. But I don't know if this is exactly them saying that this is going to be the color scheme or not, but if it is, it looks like kind of like a salmony red and like a tealish blue.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
I dig it.
Yeah?
Well, I mean, you can't go typical green and blue because the Canucks are those colors.
Yeah.
Canucks are going to be our biggest rivals. We can't have matching colors with them. I mean, I want red and black personally, or just black and white. But I'm a basic bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's interesting. If that is a clue, does that mean maybe sock eyes are going to be what we're thinking of? Is that the little hint?
It could be steelheads. I don't know.
Okay. Well, listen, I didn't like the new Seahawks uniforms when I first saw them, but then they grew on me. So I'm sure I'll be happy with these, whatever they do.
That's always been my argument with any of this. It's like that with anything, music, whatever, anything that involves a name. More often than not, you don't like it at first, and then you just kind of get used to it, and then you're fine with it. I'm sure people, when the Seahawks came up with that name, were like, "This is the worst name ever."
Yeah,
and then they eventually just accepted it, and now could you imagine a team not being called the Seahawks?
I know, right? Yeah. Well, I'm sure the Mariners too. I mean, even when there was the Seattle Pilots. Oh wait, they did actually get rid of that.
Oh, they're doing a Seattle Pilots night later on this month. I saw, and you can get the old Seattle Pilots hat.
I like those. I like that. I like that from back in the day.
So I'm not hating this. I mean, I think it's fine.
Yeah, and something, that
it's
color
different.
scheme, they still could have a black alternative jersey with that color scheme.
They could work black into this.
Yeah, they surely could. Which maybe that's it. Maybe these are just accents. And maybe that it'll be a black uniform with those accents and then a white uniform when they're away with those accents.
Or it could mean absolutely nothing, and they just wanted to make a color scheme on their website. And they went with this because they definitely didn't want to do green and blue because of the Canucks.
Yeah.
So they just picked some, neutral colors, quote unquote. Because remember when they first put that Seattle flag up on the Space Needle for the hockey, it was a more stark red and black.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling red is going to be in the color scheme.
Well, and let me ask you this. I mean, I haven't seen a website for a hockey team in a long time. Mm-hmm. Do they have their color schemes just within the, the frames of the, here's all the buttons you hit and everything? I don't know.
Let's see. I'll go to yourstupidbruins.com.
That's right. They're playing tonight. Stupidbruins.com. Yeah.
Maybe it's Boston Bruins.
Yeah, there you go. GoDaddy wants you. GoDaddy says, can't you figure this out? You got it? Let's see what we got.
Yeah, they got their colors.
Oh, yeah. There are their colors right there. It's pretty much a black and gold site. Ooh. Yep. Yeah. I mean, unless they're really trying to throw us off the trail. Oh, and it looks very similar, Steve.
Well, because it's the same template.
It's the same template
because it's an NHL.com website.
Yeah, in that case, I think you may have a point there, Seattle. I think that might be our color scheme. Why would they pick that unless they're just trying to throw us all off?
Yeah, I mean, if they are going with the whole steelhead or sock eyes, I feel like it'd be more sock eyes with that color scheme.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
All right.
We'll get used to it. We'll get used to it, regardless. Yeah. I mean, it makes me think minor league hockey at first because there are teams called the Steelheads in the minor leagues.
Yeah.
But I think once it's there and you go with it, I mean, it's going to be fine.
I still want the Kraken.
I don't think the Kraken's going to happen. I agree.
Kraken. I
want the Kraken so we could call it the Crack House and we're crackheads.
Yes.
But it's not going to happen.
I'm right there with you, but I'm kind of glad that it's a different color, but then they still have the tealy to kind of match with all the other teams we have here. So it's kind of in that blue-green world.
Yeah.
As a girl,
it's really a very light blue.
Yeah, I don't even know what kind of blue that is.
I don't think I'd call that.
It's not even teal.
No,
it's like almost.
Yeah, that's really light blue to me.
Yeah,
it has a seafoam. It's seafoam.
Oh, it's seafoam. Yeah. Look at you. Someone's painting her house.
Yeah.
or loves crayons.
Yeah,
I like crayons.
Yeah.
It's cool seeing the pictures on their website of them just tearing up the old Key Arena.
That's nuts.
It's pretty exciting. I get very excited whenever I see some kind of progress happening inside of there. And I love all the love that they're giving to the Northwest hockey community. They gave a lot of love for Snow King Hockey for opening up those new sheets of hockey.
Oh, that's cool.
Or the announcement about them opening up a new rink over on the east side. They talk about some old school players that play with the Seattle Totems on their website. I think that's pretty cool. And just in general, they're showing some love for the Angry Beaver. They're really trying to get the pulse of the community, and I think they're doing a great job with it.
How about that,
massive
man?
shout out to NHL Seattle.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So, do we have an ETA on when we're going to get information? I mean, it's the 2021 season, so we're more than a year out. But
I heard after the summer, I think I read, so like kind of close to when the start of next season, I would imagine.
Oh, gotcha. The start of the 1920 season.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
You might as well kind of start when the season starts and just get the excitement building for the next year.
Good call. So once the Bruins win the championship, then we can start thinking about what the name might be.
Watch it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying right there.
We'll see. I mean, tonight's a big one for them.
It's a big one for it's a big one for the Blues, too, because at some point the Blues have to win 2 in a row.
Yes.
Or they're not going to win the series. So,
right.
So it's got to maybe, and they're going back to the Bruins barn. And how does it work? It's going to be 1 game in Boston, game 6 in St. Louis, then game 7 in Boston, if there is one.
I believe
that's how they do it.
Let me double check it.
2-2, 1-1-1. I feel like that's how they do it.
Yeah, I think it goes back and forth. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So they've got I'm
just happy at the rate they're going. It's going to go 7 games.
Yeah, it's a good series. It's a good series, though. When the Bruins have won, they have really kind of made them look bad.
Yep.
When the Blues have won, they've been relatively close games, though. If you take a look at shots on goal, the Blues just own the Bruins, it seems.
Yeah.
When the Blues win those games. So it's like somehow each coach makes an adjustment. That's what's been so great about the series is that following a loss, it seems like the losing coach figures out a way to get back on track so that their team gets to win in the next game, and that's kind of what's been going on.
We got a big guy text question. Going from hockey to movies.
Movies.
Have any of you jackasses seen John Wick yet?
Oh, yeah, baby. Have you seen it yet, Rev?
I have not yet.
Oh, I thought you had it down to talk about on our podcast today, no?
No, but we can. Since you saw it.
I could have sworn I saw it on the list that we had. But anyway, yeah, so we don't have to. Joey Dees and I did see it yesterday.
Okay.
And Joey Dees, you want to come in and give a quick review? Come on in. Dude, I don't know what it's getting on Rotten Tomatoes. I thought it was a pretty good, it was like 89%. I don't know how this movie's...
That's what I read.
Oh, is it 69 now? It went back down to that? I don't know how this movie's not getting 100%.
Is it that good?
Well, it's a John Wick movie. So
what does that mean, though?
What you expect from this movie is amazing fight scenes and just ridiculous chase scenes and shooting people scenes.
It's at 90.
All right. Well, that makes sense because that's what I think they got it right. No, I mean I probably give it an 8 out of 10 only because of the fact that there's no dialogue. I mean there is just no plot or dialogue that really even matters. But it's such a great action movie.
I mean, do you expect dialogue from a movie that's starring Keanu Reeves?
That's why I can't give it a 10 out of 10 because of the fact. I mean, I do like to have I think a movie that has a good story and good dialogue along with good action that deserves a 10 out of 10. But this movie is so much fun. There's no way there's no way you don't see this movie.
The choreography is insane, man. Like you know how you watch a martial arts movie and you're like, oh, you watch them do all those cool kick-ass scenes where they're flying through the air. This is essentially the same thing, but a gun movie, like a shooting movie. Mm-hmm. It's like you're watching a video game, except everything's I don't want to say real, but it's like shot.
Still real to me, damn it.
Yeah, right. And oh man, I got to give Keanu Reeves credit. I mean, the amount of time he must put in to practice for these movies. I mean, that's why he has no lines. He has he can't pretend to even practice any of them.
And he does say that he does a majority of his own stunt work.
Oh, okay. That was my next question.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
And if you like The Matrix or anything like that, they have a lot of the old cast in there, which is cool.
Yeah.
So it gives you a little throwback there. And even Halle Berry kicked ass in this movie.
Well, Halle Berry was
doesn't
fun.
she?
That's true. And she's looking good.
When hasn't she?
I know, but later and later.
Yeah, she's got to be in her 40s now, right?
Yeah.
Oh, she's like fine wine.
Yeah, she's in great shape, and she's fun in the movie too. It's nice to see Halle as like a kick-ass sort of, like tough guy. Mm-hmm. It was fun to see that. There are great scenes involving animals, is all I'm going to say. I didn't expect animals to kick ass as much as they do. This has really stepped it up. Animals were kicking ass in this movie, which is why it's like, okay, this is worth the price of admission.
Is it a group of dogs that are like so supportive of the fact that he loves dogs so much that he goes on these killing sprees?
Well, no doubt about it. There are dogs, and I won't spoil it, but yes, dogs and other animals kick ass in this movie.
When you say that, I mean, all I'm picturing is like they just did like a knockoff of the Avengers. How the superheroes show up to help out. all like the well-known pop culture animals show up in this, like Heathcliff, and
that would be so funny.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo shows up. You get the, I don't know who else. Shaggy. I guess he's Shaggy, but
it is so
Marmaduke.
It is so ridiculous, man. It really, really is. I mean, when you think of how bad the stormtrooper's aim is, I mean, honestly, every bad guy in this movie is the worst shot ever. Well, they're really amazing because they're close to killing them. So I should actually give them credit. They're the best shots ever because they do their best to actually come close, but not hit either Halle Berry or not hit Keanu.
Halle Berry's 52, according to a texter.
She's 52?
Wow. Put up a more recent picture.
Well, she did not look 52 at all in this movie. Not just her look and also the way she was moving around. 52. Good for you, Halle.
Hell yeah.
She's, you know what? She's probably eating right and having exercise. See, that's why
she's living life healthy.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. So, I mean, you know,
she's a millionaire. She probably has a trainer that makes her do all that
she
stuff.
She still has to work, though. She's got to do the work.
Lucky trainer.
Rev, you think if you had $1 million in a trainer, you'd be in good shape?
Yeah, I was actually in good shape when I just had the overnight sensation Matt Coke come over.
That's a fine good shape.
Really? I had the best shape of his life.
Compared to yourself.
Yeah, compared to myself. But yeah, I was 30 pounds less.
Yeah, but you still looked like
you
a
weren't
slob.
in Halle Berry shape.
I could have been.
Oh, no, you couldn't have been. Please.
I probably could have been.
And I could look like Arnold Schwarzenegger if I try hard enough.
Yeah,
I believe in you, Steve.
Yeah, honestly, I can't let this facade go on. Just because you were 30 pounds lighter is different than being ripped, which is what Halle Berry is.
Hey, that was a lot less than I even was in high school.
I can't even talk to him. You would never be like her. She's got. I mean, these guys have to work their asses off all the time. They have to eat right, and
I do understand what Rev is saying. If you have all the money in the world and you can have a trainer that's basically following you around to get you into the best shape possible, you have no excuse not to get in great shape. Granted, you need the willpower, but if you have somebody there to kind of be your coach and your cheerleader, I do think
it makes it easier.
Yeah,
I agree.
Look at Chris Pratt on Parks and Rec. He was a fat slob, and now he's Star-Lord.
He put the work in
because he has $1 million to have trainers force him to do this.
You know what? There's a lot of
cook him the meals.
Do you know there's a lot of heavy, not great shape millionaires too, and they could do it
because they're not doing that stuff.
There was an Instagram video Chris Pratt did where he had his pre-packaged meals for Jurassic World, and he was just eating them, and they were just the saddest, healthiest meals, and he was miserable.
Yeah.
Because somebody made those meals for him.
They make them do it.
I am not saying you know what you can do though when you have a lot of money, like a lot of people do? You fire your coach, you don't eat those meals.
No, you're right.
Yeah, come on, Rev. You would never make it. And look at Vicky.
I think we need to find out. Can somebody get us $1 million?
Okay.
A trainer and a meal plan. And we'll see how good Rev does.
Yeah.
But we all need $1 million.
And a personal chef.
Yes.
That works fine.
I need all of these things.
Because a meal plan is one thing, but personal chef, like if they cook for you and you get home and it's just waiting for you.
If it's just waiting for you, Danny. Look, that is my biggest problem. Why I have a hard time with a lot of weight loss plans is because I don't cook, and most of them tell you to cook.
Can the personal chef look like Halle Berry?
Yes.
That's waiting for you with the meal.
Okay. You know what? So we're getting $1 million. We're getting Halle Berry as a personal chef. I like this idea, even though the Rev is not going to be successful, but I still like that we're getting $1 million and Halle Berry as a personal chef.
Seriously, don't forget there's no drug testing for PEDs in Hollywood. Should we do a cycle?
Oh, jeez. I hadn't thought about that.
What if our show just starts getting hooked on steroids?
Oh, well, I know
I'd be a lot more angry.
Yeah, buddy. Like, your listeners on the loose.
Yeah.
We're not
Why
going to
did you pick a
topic? We're going to rip your head off.
Yeah. It is listeners on the loose. And we're not on the roids yet. You can still guide this show, though. 206-421-ROCK.
Injecting us.
Never mind. I don't like this idea.
What?
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. More of your calls and your texts at 933 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Whatever you want to talk about, man. What we got, Steve?
Oh, we got a text that says, give Rev a break. Giving him $1 million in a trainer, he could absolutely fit in the Catwoman suit.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, you know, I can't.
do it, too.
I know him. See, the listeners, you kind of know him, but I know Rev. And I know myself. It's if you gave me that much money, too, I'm pretty sure, and a personal trainer, I'm pretty sure I'd fall off the wagon.
Don't project your failings upon me.
Yeah, we all didn't think the Rev could make it onto the Wheel of Fortune. And then what happened?
Yeah, he was so successful.
I'd like to buy an O.
Yeah.
I solved one puzzle.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. You got to face the truth about yourself. I mean, come on, Rev.
I don't need to face any weird truth that you're making up about me.
Yeah.
Rev, I believe in you.
Oh, now you do. Okay. Well, thank you.
I do.
You really think he would be like Chris Pratt?
If he had all that money and somebody following him around, I do think that he could get into shape.
He would fire that person. Do you not know when Rev finally when he gets pissed off, if he had that money, the power would go to his head, he would fire them.
I wouldn't fire them. I would just hope they wouldn't show up. But when they show up, I'd do it. Is exactly what happened when I was working with Matt.
Yeah.
If you had the money and the time.
Yeah, you stopped paying Matt, right?
Well, when I moved, because he wouldn't come down to my house.
Okay.
See, there's these things, these factors, BJ.
You know what?
Factors
Go
factor
ahead.
into things.
Go ahead. You know what? Just be an enabler. That's fine. 206-421-ROCK.
An
Text
enabler
us
of health.
at 77999 as listeners on the loose.
Someone says, why are doorbells going extinct? People just text here. Most people don't even have doorbells, and if they do have one, it probably doesn't even work.
Isn't that weird, man? I just saw that on my Facebook as well.
Yeah.
Somebody put a post about that.
It's a meme. Like, I think someone tweeted it out, and now it's
okay.
just becoming a meme. Everyone's posting. It's like the next thing millennials are going to kill I don't even know what it's called anymore.
Doorbell.
Jeez, you've already killed it, Vic.
Yeah, I killed it. Done.
No,
Is this a big problem?
No, the joke is that millennials are killing everything nowadays. Like, we're killing the paper towel industry or something.
Why is that?
We're killing. That's the joke. We kill everything. We're killing the diamond industry because we're not buying diamonds anymore. We're killing the golf industry because we're not golfing.
Oh, yeah.
So there's like a bunch of articles, and so some people have done compilations of all the things we've killed.
Well,
And it feels pretty cool.
Not for nothing. I mean, the golf industry has been very exclusive, and I don't mean that in a good way. They've excluded a lot of folks in their world. I think that industry, granted they've changed, but they have a history of being a-holes, I think, and pretentious and arrogant sometimes. So I can see why millennials be like, I don't need that.
We got good news.
What's that?
My good friend Tavis, my homie, he just texted me saying his friend is Halle Berry's trainer. So Rev,
really?
We can get you in that Catwoman outfit.
Nice.
He's got a friend that's Halle Berry's trainer?
Yeah.
Wow, that's 6 degrees of separation right there. You're almost friends with Halle Berry.
Let's start that GoFundMe, and I can afford that trainer.
I'm officially now Halle Berry's best friend.
Oh, you're officially her best friend. Oh, okay.
Her and I are tight.
Okay.
Yep.
Damn. How about that job? See, wow. See, Halle Berry's got a skillion dollars, and she still keeps that guy there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Somebody said, Steve, what do you think of the new Gloria Sun song, Panic Attack? I did a whole blog on it. Go to KISW.com. It's from Charlie.
But what if I want to read your blog? What'd you think?
I loved it. Absolutely great song, and I love the backstory behind it. It's as you know, I'm a big fan of that band, but I did not think they disappointed at all on this upcoming new record. This is the first taste of it. We're in for a great record. But I love that the singer Brett, he posted something saying, I wrote this song about a malnourished kitty cat in Portland, Oregon. It looked like it was having some trouble, and I knew exactly how it felt. And the song is called Panic Attack, and it
was inspired by a cat.
It's inspired by a cat.
Wow, that is boy. There is somebody. Was he tripping at all?
I don't know.
Okay,
I mean, he might have been doing something.
Okay,
but how funny is that you're just walking around, you see a cat that's like needs a couple meals. You're like, I can relate.
Yeah,
and I'm going to write a song about it. And what if the song becomes a huge hit?
Why not?
You should find that cat and bring it home.
Oh, really? Well, like Grumpy Cat, that cat can make some millions, right? Does he get any? I mean, does he
get any royalties?
Yeah, or does he bring that cat on tour and just makes a star out of the cat?
Maybe the cat's lawyer will come track him down and sue him? No, probably not.
Probably not.
Somebody says the studio pays for actors to have trainers and nutritionists. They can't fire them or they lose the movie deal.
Yeah. Well, again, you still could lose the movie deal.
How about this question? Speaking of movies, if you could replace the lead actor of your favorite movie franchise, what movie would it be? Have you be the lead actor in the franchise?
Oh, wait. Let me understand this question again. I get to star in the movie instead?
Yes, if you replace the lead actor with yourself in that movie franchise, what movie would it be?
Oh, it would definitely be The Matrix.
The Matrix?
Oh, yeah. I love Neo's story.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, I don't like the fact how it ends, unfortunately, because he basically goes blind and then he's gone.
I mean,
spoiler alert.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not going to watch it.
I hope enough people watch it.
15 years old.
The sad thing is I watched it.
I hope people get to watch that wonderful 2 and 3 that everybody loves.
You know, my first thought was Rocky, but I don't know if I want to really be in a boxing movie.
Oh, you don't want to be in a boxing match?
Man, yeah, I could be. That would be fun. But I think I'm going to go with Police Academy.
Oh,
But I want to be Bobcat?
No, Gutenberg.
Yeah, you'd be the Goot, man.
All right.
It gives us a reboot of one of the greatest movie franchises. At least the beginning scene episode. The first few movies.
There you go. Maybe 1 and 2.
3.
3 was good.
3 brought that. I think 3 was the one that first introduced us to Bobcat. You can't.
Oh, okay.
You can't deny 3.
No, all right. Then if Bobcat came in 3, okay, I'll give you 3.
Yeah. All right, Danny.
Harry Potter.
Would you be Harry?
I would be Harry Potter.
Hermione.
Yep. No, I do like her hair, but no, I don't want to be the smart know-it-all.
Oh, can I be in Harry Potter with you too? I want to be Dumbledore.
Okay.
He was cool. Dumbledore knew it. I can't be Dumbledore in your movie?
You can be Dumbledore. What if you want?
Danny gave me the look like you're no Dumbledore. What am I, Hagrid to you?
Dumbledore's
Danny, you're not the
cool.
casting agent. You're just you're the star.
You see the look Danny gave me? What do I give you? I bet Snape. You probably make me Snape.
I was thinking Voldemort.
I say you be Hermione.
Voldemort.
Yeah, you should be Hermione.
Yeah.
Okay. Why Hermione? What are you talking about? She's smart. She's cool. You don't want me. I'm none of those things.
No way, you're right. She'd be Dobby.
Yeah, Dobby. Yeah, Dobby. I'll be Dobby.
That's close.
Vicky?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Here's the trouble. I want to be like one of the lead in Super Troopers, but I don't know who I'd want to kick out so I could be in it.
Oh.
So
That's
maybe I'd be Rabbit because he's the young one, the fresh one.
Okay.
So I think I'd be Rabbit.
Wow, that surprises me that that's the movie you picked.
Do we count Super Troopers as a franchise?
They've got two.
They've got 2.
Does 2 constitute a franchise? I feel like 3. I think you need 3 movies to constitute as a franchise.
So I always think of all of their movies, the Broken Lizard movies.
Sure.
As like a whole set. So I would be him in all of his movies.
All right.
So in like
I mean, it's a
Beer
stretch.
Fest,
That's
I
a
know.
long stretch.
How about you just pick a movie franchise?
I'm telling you,
Fine, I'll
go,
be
Vicky.
Black Widow in Avengers. I'm just thinking, what's going to be the most fun?
Well, you got the
on
right.
set?
You got the right wardrobe for it.
Right, exactly. But like, what's going to be more fun? Like, a lot of these movies, you're going to end up having to train and work out. Super Troopers, you're just going to hang out and have
But
fun.
see, the fun thing, I think I want to be in an action movie. I might have to take back mine.
Oh, you're going to take back yours now?
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to turn into. Do I want to be James Bond or do I want to be Mission Impossible?
Oh,
James Bond.
Ethan Hunt or James Bond?
I think I'm going to go with Ethan Hunt.
Yeah, because James Bond does not do, he does some crazy stunts, but Ethan Hunt's out of his mind.
Right.
Really, somebody should pull him aside and go, look, you, sir, are a crazy person. We're going to disavow you completely because what are you doing?
Wait,
Nobody
Ethan
does
Hunt
what you do.
or Tom Cruise?
Ethan Hunt is the
I know,
character.
but Tom Cruise is also pretty crazy.
But I want to be in a movie where they release doves in like a John Woo type of a thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I am getting to the age where I'd rather be Morpheus than Neo, even though I'd rather be the wise guy and says, here's the thing, you go off and do everything you're supposed to do.
PJ Matt from Anacortes, he wants to be James Bond, so he could have that. Someone said Debbie Does Dallas. That's an easy one.
It's not a franchise.
Yeah.
Is it?
No, I think she's had a couple, didn't she?
Well, was it? Oh,
I thought she was like 2, 3. Yeah.
How about replacing Rexy from Jurassic Park?
Which one was Rexy?
Oh.
I can't remember. Well, Jurassic Park, the original.
What about Rev?
Mad Max. I'd love to be Mad Max.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, now I'm starting to think about other things.
Rexy is the Tyrannosaurus Rex, by the way.
Okay. Did they give her a name,
stupid.
Rexy?
Yeah. Rexy Jurassic Park.
Oh, God, okay.
Die Hard would be pretty badass to be John McClane.
I don't know,
I got
man.
the hairline.
He goes through a lot of crap in those movies.
I'll make my stuntman do that.
Oh, there you go.
How about Terminator?
Yeah.
Be the Terminator.
Ooh, would you be the Terminator or John Connor?
Oh,
I want to be the Terminator.
All
John
right.
Connor was. The trouble was that he wasn't in every. Well, he wasn't in every. He was in one of the movies, and he was in a couple. But
he was in all of the movies except for the first one.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't
it was
know
a
if I'd
different
be-
John Connor. It was never the same.
Oh yeah, it was a different guy every time.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be a very believable Terminator, though. The plot would be ridiculous. They'd be like, dude, let's just run. We can outrun this slob.
Yeah, but you can. You
But
have
you're
his
a robot.
You have his acting chops, though. That's the
Yeah.
one thing is Arnold does not have great chops acting, so you can say those things.
Nice.
I'll be back, and hey, stick around.
How about Fast and the Furious? Someone wants to be Vin Diesel.
Yeah. There you go, Steve.
That could be me.
Yeah, you were born for that role.
I don't like driving fast anymore, though. I'm afraid of tickets.
Oh.
Well, you put that in this movie.
But you're furious, Steve, so it doesn't matter.
Good point.
None of them are really worried about tickets in this movie. They're all pretty much outlaws half the
Actually,
time.
yeah, and Steve's kind of even-tempered, too. So he's
Yeah.
like medium, fast,
Right.
and even... Yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to have a new franchise called the Observing the Speed Limit and Chill.
Yeah. Why not?
So it's just Jason Bourne, hands down.
Oh, good one. Yeah. Really good one. The Bourne. You'd be the Steve identity. All right, there you go.
Nice.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Listeners on the loose.
Somebody wanted to tell us a story about, we talked about D-Day today being the 75th anniversary.
Yeah.
Texter said, my grandpa was in the Navy during World War II. He was one of the few on Wake Island when Pearl Harbor and Wake Island were hit simultaneously. If you haven't heard of Wake Island, you should look it up. My grandfather was a POW in Japan throughout the entire war. Proud to have such a hero as my papa from Erica in Tacoma.
Yeah, it's so hard for some young people to understand what the world was like because, there are people that just grow up in peacetime and are rational, reasonable people, especially the younger people are. They sometimes just look at some of the folks, the generations came before them and go, what's wrong with you people? Let alone thinking of a generation where it was a World War II, the silent generation. Mm-hmm. It's just the way people were, the way things were. It was insane what folks dealt with, including the ones that had to stay at home, the women that had to go to work because of the war effort. It's just they can't even imagine what living in that time was like. In England, where bombs were being dropped, in their neighborhoods because of this. Just regular places. Imagine where you're living right now, and you're going in shelters because at any moment a bomb could be dropped. You're at war like that. We just don't know what that's like in this country. We just don't know what it's like to live like that. Which is why. Man, what those people sacrificed, and all the people that participated in D-Day, it was really an amazing, amazing thing, which allowed humanity to get to where it is today.
Can we give a shout out once again to Tom Rice? He's a D-Day veteran, 97 years old, and he honored the 75th anniversary of D-Day by parachuting into France, same place that he did back in 1944.
That's insane.
Because the 13,000 U.S. paratroopers jumped into northern France on D-Day, and he was one of them, and he did it again, which is just amazing. What a cool story. The video
How old is he again?
97 years old.
Wow.
And it's just really cool to watch. He's got a giant American flag version of a parachute. He's doing it tandem, and they're just pumping their fists as they're landing. It's really a really awesome sight. If you haven't had a chance to see it, just Google it and look it up. It's a cool video.
That is amazing. That's a hell of a tribute, too. What a great way to have a tribute to D-Day today, the 75th anniversary. An actor was once so hungover that it took him more than 50 takes to say one line. Who was it? I'll tell you at 9:50 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Colin Farrell, the actor, has been sober for 13 years, but I guess back in the day, he was a huge drinker. Just loved to get after it.
I remember hearing stories of him being a partier.
And in fact, when he was filming Minority Report back in 2001, wow, it's almost 20 years old, that movie. There was a day when he was so hungover that it took him more than 50 takes to nail just one line. He said, quote, I asked them with a great array of arrogance that they not work me the day after my birthday, but I worked. He said it was a rough night, didn't get any sleep. And the line that he was trying to say was, I'm sure you've all grasped the fundamental paradoxical pre-crime methodology. He says, I only know it now because it caused so much panic and anxiety. He says, it should be on my tombstone, but he couldn't do it. His sister was on the set. She had to leave after 56 takes. He says, I was a disaster.
And then Charlie seems like, hold my beer.
Yeah, that is a tough line.
Yeah, I'd have a hard time sober saying that.
GT's in for Ryan Castle. He's up next with the Morning 12-pack.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
One time I was around a bunch of my friends at home trying to act like a cool girl, swearing up a storm, and she's like, don't do it, I'm gonna put soap in your mouth. And I'm like, no, you're not. She opened my mouth, put dish soap, like a huge...
Oh, not even like bar soap?
No, a huge squeeze of lavender dish soap. I had it in my mouth. I breathed. I blew some bubbles. I was like, that's so pretty. And I was like, she's like, okay, spit it out now. And I'm like, and I just swallowed it. Didn't work at all.
I can't imagine when you had to go to the bathroom later, all the bubbles coming out.
I don't even know.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How do I figure out who my creditors are?
People a lot of times have had a long time of not having good credit and having collections, and so they're concerned that you may be concerned that you won't be able to find all your creditors if you file bankruptcy. How will I know which collection agency has my credit card bill from 10 years ago now? And that's something something that's hard to keep track of because credit collection agencies transfer your debts all over the place. But we will pull all your credit bureaus, and by getting all 3 of your credit bureaus, we'll be able to tell who has your credit and debt now, which collection agencies have had it in the past, and we'll make sure that we file all your creditors when we file your bankruptcy so that nothing slips through the cracks.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
You can tell when your car battery's dying. But with your water heater, you'll never know until it starts leaking. Before you buy another tank, consider a Navien tankless water heater. No storage tank to heat or leak. Lower energy bills and endless hot water for spa-like comfort. All backed by Navien's strong warranty. If your water heater is over 8 years old, it's time to check out Navien at tanklessmadesimple.com.
Count on Navien.